Got my good side?
That was bad.
The AJHL has been operating for its 5th season. It was originally created to start a college development program so that we can take players and move them directly from junior hockey to college.
The AJHL began from the premise that East Coast Tier 1 hockey players would benefit from an alternative to moving north or west to play junior hockey. A sound business model and a keen eye for good operators has helped the league to grow from 6 to 11 teams spread between Maryland and Maine in just 4 seasons.
I like to say we're a growing league. We're getting better every year.
From the league's inception, AJHL teams have been very competitive in interleague games against Canadian Tier 2 Junior A and EJHL teams. The AJHL has teams in every major hockey market in the northeastern U.S., which maximizes player exposure and offers excellent growth opportunities.
The city of Portland's a great city. The downtown area is almost a mini Boston, a Faneuil Hall, right on the water.
There is concern about the growth of junior hockey, not just regionally here in the Northeast, but nationally, that it is watering down the talent pool. And so it's always a concern, but I think the challenge becomes you constantly have to monitor each of your operations, and you don't want to pass up great operators, because what they'll do is they find ways to band together, and now they become competitors. So sometimes it's good to have them within the fold rather than outside.
The philosophy of the New Jersey Rockets is to develop players and move them on.
Our goal is to send our guys to college hockey programs. That's the philosophy. That's what we're trying to do.
Over our 3 years, we've placed more than 20 players in Division III and Division I colleges, and we just look to keep that trend going.
We focus a great deal on the academic portion of the player's life, where we really want to get them to excel in school and make the transition from junior hockey to college hockey that much easier.
We've had a guy playing Hockey East last 2 years in a row. Matter of fact, on Saturday night, they each played against each other. Brett Carey at Maine and Tom DeRosa at Merrimack played against each other.
Scouts that they try to bring in, it's just, I got plenty of exposure in this league.
In the last 4 seasons, we've sent over 40 kids to college hockey. Last season alone, we had 5 Division I commitments.
You know, the greatest majority of the college coaches know that the kids that come out of our program are going to be well-rounded. They're not going to be surprised. They're going to understand strength and fitness. They're going to understand that academics is really very important. And they're going to be low-maintenance guys, and they're going to have a good feel for how to practice. I can't imagine there's a team in junior hockey in North America, the US and Canada, that works harder at strength enhancement and physical fitness.
We've always gone with a younger team, and you might sacrifice some wins, but over time, you're going to develop those players.
The AJHL boasts 4 ex-NHL players among its coaches and executives, and a 2-time NCAA Division I National Championship coach as well.
Well, the Bulldogs were a creation. I was working for the Detroit Red Wings, and it was the first work stoppage in the National Hockey League in the mid-1990s.
Our philosophy is to have the chance to promote the kids to a higher level of hockey. This past season, we were able to send a kid to the under-17 team in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and that's what we're looking for. If we can send some kids to the USHL and then on to college. We already have one kid that's committed to Cornell University.
We play in 4 showcases currently. We're also having an additional joint showcase with the Eastern Junior League and some of the other new Junior A teams from the Midwest, etc.
The league primarily operates 4 showcases a year, and the purpose of those showcases is to bring the largest number of players from all 11 teams into one venue. It makes it a lot easier for the college scouts.
We'll spend, the showcase ideas are fantastic because you can see a lot of teams in one given area, but we do spend a lot of time going to individual games as well too. Every now and again we will attend a practice, but those other 2, I would say most schools spend the majority of their time at the showcase events, but also the individual games as well.
The AJHL's weekend showcases are spread evenly over the course of its 6-month season. Over that time, more than 100 NCAA, junior, and professional coaches and scouts will see AJHL players at the league's showcases, All-Star Game, and playoffs.
I think the biggest thing that we're looking for generally is guys that love to compete and play the game. They play hard every single shift and bring a commitment level to every single shift that they play.
Each AJHL season culminates with a spirited weekend of playoff hockey, typically hosted by a university in New England with a rich hockey tradition. In 2007, the AJHL held its playoffs at the Bright Hockey Center on the campus of Harvard University.
Scouting has become as much of a necessity, but it's also a burden for a lot of college scouts. They don't have a lot of big budgets. Many of the schools don't have big budgets to scout. So these kinds of events where you bring large numbers of teams makes it a lot easier for them.
Beginning in 2007-2008, the AJHL's top teams will compete for USA Hockey's Tier 3 Junior A National Championship. It's another opportunity in a season filled with them to impress college coaches from around the country.
I'm Tony Resendez. I play for the Northern Mass Cyclones. I played in a couple of leagues, I went up to Canada and played. The AJ is one of the best leagues I've been in, and the tempo and the speed and the coaching. I love the tempo. It's fast. It's upbeat, a lot of hitting, a lot of rough stuff, it's good.
The level of play is very good. I was surprised last year how good the level of play was, and I believe that this year it's even better.
It's been very competitive. I've seen a lot of very close games thus far, and it's been very good.
The Bobcats as an organization have had great success over the last 2-3 years.
The Walpole Express is owned and operated by the Iorio Arena. It's a $25.5 million facility. We have 2 sheets, an Olympic size and an NHL size. We just had a brand new $30,000 locker room built with wall-to-wall carpet, stalls, air drying system, logo in the middle of the room. And we also have a dormitory billeting facility where all our players live.
The press, we get articles in the press after every game. Television comes and sometimes we're on the highlights. So the kids feel they're part of the community. I mean, they're asked for some autographs after some of the games by the kids, and so they feel a little special.
The AJHL presents opportunities for hockey players from all over North America, although individual teams vary with respect to recruitment strategies.
We have some players that come from around the country, but about 70% of our rosters overall are local players.
When a kid comes in our area, he feels the hockey atmosphere. And we have a pretty good fan base. Everybody that comes in our building, they see that we have a good following.
Majority of our players come from the Midwest, midget AAA and other junior B leagues. We recruit the best in the country, whoever wants to come play. Basically, where the best players are, that's where we try to be.
Our philosophy is to take the kids that live in the Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Maryland area a chance to play high-level hockey.
Developing players throughout. We'd like to have players for at least 2 seasons